Hello everyone, welcome to Full Moon Movies. Nosferatu, released in 2024, directed by Robert Eggers, is a modern retelling of the iconic vampire film originally released in 1922. Known for his atmospheric and unsettling style in films like The Witch and The Lighthouse, Eggers brings his unique vision to one of the horror cinema's most legendary stories. With a cast featuring Bill Skarsgård as Count Orlok, Nosferatu, Nicholas Hoult, Lily Rose Depp, and Willem Dafoe, the film delves deep into gothic horror, blending eerie cinematography with psychological dread. Bill Skarsgård delivers a chilling performance as Count Orlok, embodying the character with a grotesque, almost supernatural presence. Unlike more romanticized versions of Dracula in modern cinema, Skarsgård's Nosferatu remains true to its roots, being otherworldly and deeply unsettling. His portrayal of the vampire is less about seduction and more about raw, unfiltered horror, making him one of the most terrifying versions of the character in recent memory. Nicholas Hoult plays Thomas Hutter, the unsuspecting real estate agent lured into Orlok's domain, capturing the slow descent into fear and madness convincingly. Lily Rose Depp as Ellen Hutter brings both vulnerability and strength to her role, channeling the tragic heroines of classic gothic horror. Willem Dafoe is a meta-twist, plays a mysterious figure with eerie knowledge of Orlok's origins. Given his past role as Shadow of the Vampire, where he portrayed a fictionalized version of Max Schreck, the original Nosferatu, his presence adds an extra layer of cinematic homage. The film opens with a slow-burning introduction to Orlok's castle, bathed in shadow and flickering candlelight. The tension steadily builds as Hutter discovers his host's true nature, with Eggers masterfully using sound design and silence to heighten the dread. One of the most striking sequences involves Ellen's haunting visions, where Eggers plays with dreamlike imagery, blending gothic horror with surreal nightmares. The use of practical effects and minimal CGI makes these moments feel tactile and disturbingly real. Another standout scene is Orlok's arrival in a fog-drenched town, eerily reminiscent of the silent film's iconic imagery. The juxtaposition of his unnatural movements against the terrified townsfolk creates a lingering sense of doom that permeates the entire film. Nosferatu 2024 stays true to the essence of the 1922 silent classic while infusing it with modern cinematic techniques. Unlike the 1979 remake of Werner Herzog, which leaned into poetic melancholy, Eggers' version intensifies the horror aspects, making it feel more visceral and immediate. While the 1922 film relied on eerie visuals and exaggerated performances due to the silent era's constraints, the 2024 film embraces sound and atmosphere to build terror, creating a suffocating sense of dread. Eggers' deep respect for German expressionism is evident in the film's shadow play, exaggerated architecture, and stark contrast between light and darkness. Unlike many modern horror films that rely on jump scares, Nosferatu 2024 employs slow, creeping terror, much like its predecessor, proving that true horror lies in atmosphere and anticipation rather than sudden frights. The Nosferatu's legend is a reimagining of Bram Stoker's Dracula, and Count Orlok remains one of the most distinctive interpretations of the vampire mythos. Over the decades, Dracula has transformed from a monstrous creature, as seen in Nosferatu and Dracula in 1931, to suave and seductive villain like in Bram Stoker's Dracula 1992. Shaping countless vampire stories in literature and cinema. The character of Dracula has influenced various subgenres, from gothic romance, Interview with the Vampire in 1994, to action horror like Blade in 1998, and even more psychological horror, Let the Right One in 2008. However, Nosferatu 2024 returns to the roots of vampire horror, stripping away any romanticism and reinforcing the idea of vampire as a terrifying parasitic force of nature. While Nosferatu excels in its atmosphere and performances, some critics may find its slow pace and minimal dialogue to be challenging for mainstream audiences. Eggers' commitment to authenticity, including period-accurate language and visuals, may not appeal to those expecting a more action-driven horror experience. However, for fans of classic Gothic horror, the film's dedication to slow building tension and meticulous craftsmanship makes it a masterpiece of the genre. Another critique is its deviation from the more theatrical exaggerated horror of modern vampire films. By leaning into realism, some viewers might find Orlok less entertaining compared to the more charismatic versions of Dracula. In fact, this stark contrast is exactly what makes the film unique. It revives the original fear associated with vampire mythos. The 4K release of Nosferatu 2024 includes both the extended cut and the theatrical version, making it an exciting option for those who want a deeper dive into Eggers' vision. The package also features deleted scenes and an insightful feature commentary with writer-director Robert Eggers, offering fans a chance to explore the film's creation in greater detail. Additionally, the movie benefits from a Dolby Atmos treatment, enhancing its eerie sound design and orchestral score. The creeping silence, distant whispers, and echoing footsteps all become more immersive, pulling the audience deeper into the haunting world of Nosferatu. It is also great to see that the retail package includes a 1080p Blu-ray versions along with a digital code, ensuring that fans who do not have the 4K setup can still experience the film in high definition. If you own an OLED TV, the 4K visuals will truly shine, bringing out the deep black, shadowy cinematography and rich textures of Eggers' Gothic horror masterpiece. Given the Eggers' reputation as an art house horror director, the film fared quite well in the box office. With a budget of 50 million, so far the box office results has shown this movie has garnered $179.2 million worldwide. In conclusion, Nosferatu by Eggers is a hauntingly beautiful yet deeply unsettling reimagining of horror classic. With masterful direction from Robert Eggers, chilling performances, and an atmosphere dripping with dread, the film is a must-watch for fans of Gothic horror and classic cinema. For those who appreciate slow-burn atmospheric horror that pays tribute to the foundations of the genre, Nosferatu is a mesmerizing and terrifying experience. Now, this movie is a must-watch.